following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 26 in season number 7 of the NRLOA Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We are here at the Talladega Super Speedway for the Tractor Supply 500. 38 laps of action around this 2 2/3 mile super speedway in Talladega, Alabama. The last super speedway of the season. A wild card race of the chase in the beginning of the second half in the chase. And I'm alongside Justin Zidell, the owner of Zidell Motorsports. He's got 2 drivers in the chase. Roger Ray coming in 20 points behind, Nicholas Amadio coming in 71 points behind. A race here at Talladega, a huge opportunity for those guys to gain on our points leader Elijah Gordon. What did you tell your drivers before they came into this race here today?
Just keep the consistency and keep moving on forward. You know, Roger's been very consistent through the entire season. He's been doing a great job. Just hoping he can pull off that championship. He's been doing a great job. Just gotta keep the consistency. It's the main thing.
That is the whole idea behind this chase format. It's all about the consistency. Last season it wasn't necessarily like that. This season it is. You gotta get those good runs. And sometimes it's hard to put together a good run at a place like Talladega. The passing is ultra frequent. The crashes are unexpected. It's going to be a wild race here for our second Talladega race of the season. Cookie Helms won this race earlier in the year in May, but he's not in this thing. So we're going to get 2 different Talladega winners this season. And it could be Justin Heath in the number 30 starting on the pole. The guy who is 8th in the chase standings coming into this race. But this is how they line up in the points. Elijah Gordon, the points leader, 2,166 points towards the championship. Brad Stover is 15 points behind. Roger Ray, 20 points behind in 3rd. John Stewart is 30 points behind. Stuart Gratton, 31 points behind. Cody Sill is 42 points behind. Diego Yepes is 52 points behind. Justin Heath, 69 points behind. Nicholas Amadio, 71 points behind, I should say. And Michael Canto, last in the points, 88 points behind. They all still have a mathematical shot at the championship, and in a place like Talladega, Elijah Gordon could crash out, finish last, and Michael Canto could win and gain over half of his points on the number 5 with 4 races left. But you never know what's going to happen at a place like this, and we can't get the party started until we fire the engine, so let's head trackside for the command here in the Tractor Supply 500.
Drivers, start your engines!
And a great command there to fire these guys up. Justin Heath on the pole in the number 30. Fastest time in qualifying yesterday, and he'd love to rebound from where he is in the chase standings coming into this thing. He's alongside Jonathan Wong, a great effort for him in qualifying. Blaine Keys, who almost got the win in that Watkins Glen race, but just overshot the corner a little too much on the final lap and gave way to Luke Rainey to get the win over there. He's looking for some redemption here today at Talladega and possibly get his first win of the season. He's alongside the Season 1 winner of this race, Cameron Garlington, in the number 13. Emmett Juckham in the 98. Chase driver Nicholas Amadio in the number 24, looking to rebound from the tough chase he's had so far. Justin Roberts alongside Justin Knight. And we got Nathan Stapleton alongside our points leader Elijah Gordon rounding out the top 10 starting positions. We'll check in and see where the rest of the chase drivers are. There's Stuart Gratton in the 25. A little ways behind him, it's Brad Stover in the 99. And we got ourselves, next guy in line being Cody Sill, the Chicagoland winner. He's pretty deep in the field along with Roger Ray in the 48. You see Diego Yepes, Michael Canto back in there, and starting 41st, it's John Stewart. But here at Talladega, where you start doesn't matter too much. Just want to avoid the wrecks, and if you can, you'll work your way to the front eventually and possibly get the win. So who do you think is going to get it done here today? I mean, we got 42 drivers. They all got an equal shot. But is there somebody you're looking at who might have an advantage over the others?
I mean, it's anyone's game, but if I'm going to go for someone, I'm going to go for, like, maybe a guy who's been dominating the season, kind of like maybe Brad Stover, or a veteran like Elijah Gordon. They can get it done, or Stuart Gradden. They've been good this season, but like I said, it's anyone's game, but we'll just have to find out and see who wins it.
You mentioned Elijah Gordon. His first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series victory came here at Talladega in the first race here at Talladega of Season 4. So he might get it done here today and extend his points lead. That is not what the rest of the Chase drivers want. They want him to finish 42nd here today. And it's quite possible he might. We're just going to have to find out. Justin Heath and Jonathan Wong, 2 rookies this season, will lead the field of the green flag. We're racing in race 26 of Season 7 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Lap 1 will be led by Justin Heath, able to hold on and lead the first lap, but here comes Emmett Juckham, quick to the inside of the Chase driver with Justin Roberts, Nathan Stapleton, and 2-time winner this season, Richard Kinghart behind those guys. Juckham to the point, here comes Justin Roberts in the 83.
Yeah, they're doing a great job right now keeping it together. Here comes Nathan Stapleton down low going for the lead. They're doing such a great job. See how they handle the rest of the race.
Yeah, so far, keeping it clean here at Talladega. Mainly it's when they go 4 wide at this place, when you gotta watch out, and it can happen at any point in time, any place throughout the pack. John Arndt finds his way to the lead for lap number 2. Chase driver Stuart Gren right behind him. Aaron Wolpoler, last winner, Luke Rainey. And I'm still sure that he's very happy about that victory at Watkins Glen. After the tough season he's had, got his first top 10 of the season at Chicagoland the week before, and then got the win at Watkins Glen. They've been riding high, that number 12 team, and 3 wide for the second position to the inside of Wolpole and Grattan. He will go, and now he'll have his eyes set on the 05 of John Arndt for the lead. And it looks like somebody has an issue. I don't know who it is, but the pack split up. And I don't see anybody, but we definitely have had something go on to split this pack up. I'm wondering if it's John Stewart in the 04 who's had an issue, because he's holding up Roger Ray, Michael Canto, a couple of Chase drivers, Jesse Turner, who started last. They have all fallen off the pack. They're going to have to hope for a caution to come out here if they're going to have a shot at victory, because if we don't get a caution, and considering we have the pack split up like that, we might not get one. But we still had a lot of guys in this pack right here. They're going quite fast around this racetrack, and the faster they go, the easier it is for them to get out of a 4-wide situation, so we'll have to see how that affects the rest of the race. To the point, Alexander Rowe to the inside of Patrick Smith.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. I mean, if you look at Patrick Smith, you know, they're all just, you know, the inside's where you want to be. I messed up. Sorry.
It's okay, man. We all mess up. I mean, I've messed up probably like 3 times already in this race. I honestly don't care at this point. But either way, Alexander Rowe took the lead. Here comes Matthew Phillips and Julio Caesar in the 95. Caesar's not going to get to the inside. Yes, he will. That's for the second position to the inside of the 33, and Rowe's going to hang on to the lead. Alexander Rowe's one of those guys who almost got the win at Watkins Glen, but he was passed with 2 laps to go by Blaine Keys. And I believe he still finished in the 4th position. But either way, Alexander going for his first win of the season after he won 3 times last year. Here's Ace Garcia. Here's Garrett Senor. I know Senor's won this race before. I know Cameron Garlington's won this race before. A couple of veterans looking to get their second Talladega wins here today.
Yeah, they're really good drivers. Anyone can win it, but...
Went around! Justin Roberts in the 83! And he's the only guy to go around. Tristan Allen smacks right into him, but everybody else misses the spinning 83 of Justin Roberts. Apologies on interrupting there, but a massive moment right there for the Hamill Racing Enterprises driver. To the line, Cameron Garlington, William Brock. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be Garlington at the line, winning the race back to the line. You gotta watch out for the cool down lap here at Talladega. Sometimes it doesn't work out too well, and they're 4 wide right there. That's Cody Sill in the 37. And Bartow, the unfortunate victim of that one. They stack it up just a little bit. Brad Stover and Roger Ray, they always have a hard time here at Talladega. That's just the way this place is. And they just can't avoid it sometimes. Trey Bartow getting spun around. He might be done for the day. Roger Ray in the 48 with heavy front end damage. I mean, all these guys got stuck behind. They were at the end of the field. And Stover should be able to continue, but rear end damage to his machine. John Stewart in the 04, 30 points behind. Roger Ray in the 48, 20 points behind. Stacking it up on the cooldown lap. Got it quite often here at Talladega. Since it is a 38 lap race, always that chance they can't make it on fuel, so we're going to see a lot of guys come down here to make sure they can. Cameron Garlington, William Brock, Jonathan Wall, and Garrett Senor. Julio Caesar stays out. He'll inherit the lead, and he will restart in the 1st position. Everybody else coming down the pit lane here. It's a tough break for those guys involved. And a lot of those guys in the back were chase drivers. That is going to majorly affect the championship here. And look who's running in the 4th position now. He finds his way to the top every single race. Elijah Gordon in the 5. Now the highest chase driver in the field once again. It's a tough break there. But it was a simple accident to bring out the caution with Justin Roberts. We'll have to see what ensued to bring that out. Guy who wins the race off is William Brock, followed by Andrew Miller, Isaac Nichols, Garrett Senor, Matt Dalio there, Jonathan Wong, and Cameron Garlington. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the day in the Tractor Supply 500 at Talladega. Well, they were 4 wide back in the pack. Stuart Gratton moved up on Justin Roberts, and Roberts had nowhere to go. Richard Kinghart and Jamie Lee in the 71 this weekend to his outside. And the 83 going around. Elijah Gordon's back in here. Nathan Stapleton as well. They all avoid it. Unfortunately, the only guy to not avoid this one was Tristan Allen in the 2, who I believe was one of those guys who came close to winning this race in May. On the 6, Juan Garcia barely avoided it there, and a hard hit for Allen. That saved Zachary Fitzwater, but Tristan Allen all torn up in the 2, and he's going to be done for the day after that one. And Justin Roberts as well. All these chase drivers back in here avoid it, but they all got piled in on the cooldown lap. I mean, they should have gotten involved in that one. It's almost like they deserved to get some damage to their race cars, considering how close they were to Justin Roberts right there. The tough break for Tristan Allen and 2-time winner this season, Justin Roberts, but that's just the way it goes sometimes here at Talladega.
See, they were going 4 wide. Sometimes that doesn't work. And then you see here, Stuart Gratton comes up on Justin Roberts, and around they go. Looked like it was one spin, but then here comes Tristan Allen. Such a hard hit towards the 83. And then everyone else just barely missed it. That's kind of lucky right there.
It definitely was. A lot more guys should have gotten involved in that crash, and a lot of those guys ended up getting involved in the cooldown crash here. And they were 4 wide once again. And when they're 4 wide on the cooldown lap, lots of times it's a win. It does not work out too well. And Trey Bartow is the guy that gets messed up from this one. You're going to see Cody Sill right there move up on John Art, and chaos ensues. You see all these guys try to check it up. Canto, Stover, Ray, and Stewart. And Roger Ray, I mean, he was the one that caused all that damage to Brad Stover. He kind of messed himself up right there in the 48. And then John Stewart back in there, Michael Canto. That's 4 chase drivers with damage in that one accident. And Roger Ray, I believe he's going to be done for the day. A lot of damage to that 48 machine. That's not at all what that team needed. I mean, this is just getting super good for Elijah Gordon. The 3 guys behind him in the points were all involved in that cooldown crash. And Stewart with heavy front end damage. Brad Stover as well. I mean, that's not at all what you want to see as a team owner, is it?
No, really isn't. I mean, bad races happen, mistakes happen, but this definitely affects his point standings. Feel bad for Roger, but you know, there's always the next race. He's been consistent. We can get done the next race, but yeah.
We'll have to see what he does at Kansas next weekend, but that's Talladega. You can't come into Talladega expecting to get a good run. I mean, because it's just all over the place each and every time. Well, we still have a race to run here. Julio Caesar's the leader. Let's see what he does on the restart here in the Tractor Supply 500 at Talladega. Back here at the Talladega Super Speedway for the 26th race of the season in Season 7 of the NRLOA Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Julio Caesar the leader in the number 95, followed by Coke 600 winner Christian Vargas running second. JoJo Carter in third. Our points leader, Elijah Gordon, who at the moment would have a much larger points lead the way things are running. He's fourth. Herjalarvin Alonso, who grabbed, I believe it was his first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series victory at Talladega as well. He won this race in Season 5. Fitzwater, Brock, Andrew Miller with a bit of damage there in the 7. Isaac Nichols and Jonathan Wong. See how this restart goes for the 95. Going for his first win of his career in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But it's going to be tough for him to stay in the lead.
Yeah.
So coming to the restart, Julio Caesar in the 95. Going to get the jump on Christian Vargas. JoJo Carter hanging back a little bit, but all these guys are going to rejoin in a huge pack once again. And they're all going to be passing for the lead once again very shortly. They bunch right back up, and by the time these guys come back around, they're going to be all in one large pack. Elijah Gordon for third. He's trying to get to the front here now. You don't get any bonus points for leading a lap here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But still, Elijah Gordon wants to show himself that he can get to the point, show everybody else he can get to the point in this race, because he's a guy to watch out for in this championship. He wants to win his second straight Chick-fil-A Cup Series championship, and he very well could do so this season the way things are currently looking for that Elijah Gordon Incorporated team. JoJo Carter's going to get the inside of him for a second, however, and Christian Vargas will lead lap 11 at Talladega.
Yeah, Christian Vargas is doing a great job. The inside line, like I said, is where he wants to be, but you know, of course, with the wreck, they're gonna kind of split up now. So it's kind of, when he split up, you can, come on. I'm sorry, this has just been a bad experience for me.
Yeah, I can understand why. With Roger Ray getting wrecked there, it's been a frustrating one, and, you know, that's the emotions of the chase. You know, we're seeing it out of Justin right now. It's very frustrating to see those drivers get involved. Nicholas Amadio is still out there, however. He's on the outside on the main pack, and, you know, everybody in this main pack has a shot at victory. I mean, everyone from Stuart Gratton on up. Now, these guys got caught off here. Richard Kinghart, Jamie Lee, there's Brad Stover, Trey Bartow, Jesse Turner, John Stewart, Juan Garcia. They all gained some damage, and there's the lead. Cameron Garlington didn't take long for him to get back to the front. He got around William Brock, and he's going to surpass him for the top position. Jonathan Wong to the inside. The outside pulse hitter. Oh, that's close right there. And they're going to keep it together, but I don't know how. Christian Vargas very edgy with the 39 and the 95. But we're still green flag racing here at Talladega. And look who's up front here. Michael Canto in the 15. He got a bit of damage from that cooldown lap accident, but he didn't get knocked out from it, which is a miracle for that team. They've been wrecked out in so many races so far during the chase, but he is trying to get his first win of his career in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series and take a pretty good chunk out of Elijah Gordon's lead that he has on Canto. But right now, Elijah Gordon's the leader, so Canto would be further back, even with a top 10 finish at this moment. That's how good Elijah Gordon has been this season. But 3 wide on the outside. Here comes Matthew Phillips and Jay Jefferson to the inside. I know that guy'd love to get a victory. We'll have to see if he can do it. Lap 14 of 38. Matthew Phillips out front at Talladega.
Yeah, but Matthew Phillips has been doing a great job. And Michael Canto, he's coming up to second. Mention the fact he's been wrecked out a lot, had a rough chase. This could be a shot for him to get a win finally and boost him up in the championship standings.
It might not be over for Michael Canto. He might very well still have a shot, especially if he gets this win. One win can definitely put you up in the point standings quite a bit. And we're just going to have to see if Michael Canto can in fact do that. How about Aaron Walpole? I'm telling you, Walpole's come so close to winning so many times this season. It almost happened at Watkins Glen. Had to come down for fuel near the end. And watch out, 4 wide. That was close right there. They kept it together. JoJo Carter, Cameron Garlington in the middle of all that right there. Luke Rainey on the inside, going for 2 in a row. There's still 4 wide, and this is the place where it usually doesn't work out too well, but they keep it together. That's Cameron Garlington in that situation. One of the best drivers to ever race in the series. Now Christian Vargas in the middle of a 4 wide situation here. And Garlington is still stuck up high with Jefferson and Julio Cesar. You gotta watch out for this. This could be an accident. Meanwhile, Diego Yepez is leading the field, so watch out for him as a chase driver. And in the wall!
Oh,
Cody Sill, chase driver involved in this one. It's Vargas, Jefferson, Wong, and Garlington along with them. And that will be it, thankfully. So to the point. Race back to the line will be won by Diego Yepez in the number 32. Not quite halfway through this race yet, and we've already had 2 accidents. They should be able to keep it together on this cool-down lap. They're a lot more spread out than they were last time, so shouldn't have to worry about that. But Jake Jefferson all torn up, and the big one, Cody Sill, chase driver involved, 42 points behind. Not at all what he wanted to see, especially after that Chicagoland win. It's gone downhill since that victory. Christian Vargas all torn up. He was doing really good, but he was in the middle of all that. And Cameron Garlington, I don't think Garlington got too much damage. He should be able to continue, but I don't know if he'll have a shot at the victory. But he was looking pretty good in this race as well, and he got swept up in that accident. But it was a smaller accident. Jonathan Wong involved, only about 5 cars, so that could have been a lot worse, and Michael Canto was really close to getting involved in that one, and he was able to get out of it alive. My pick to win right now is Michael Canto. I'm just saying that right now. Michael Canto's going to get this win, but I'm probably going to be completely wrong about that. It looks like a couple guys are coming down, and a lot of these guys stayed out under the first caution. Emmett Juckham, Julio Cesar. They just want to make sure they can make it on fuel to the end, and here at Talladega, you can come down the pit lane under a caution and get back up to the front, so that's what those guys are doing right there. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what happened to bring up the second caution of the race here in the Tractor Supply 500. Diego Yepez is your leader here at Talladega.
Nice, so here they are, 4 wide, not gonna work, and let's see what happens. 4 wide still. Come on. And it looks like the 06, 39. There's Cody Sill on top. Looks like right here they're going to squeeze each other. Yeah, Christian Vargas going up, and then around they go. When you go 4 wide, it doesn't work. And that leads up to that. Look at Michael Canto. Just pass by. Michael Canto could be the winner. Like we said before, he could win this race.
He definitely could. Watch out on him. And watch out for Justin Heath. He was almost involved in an accident. He got pushed down to the inside, and he saved it. Our pole sitter's still in this thing, so he might have a good chance at possibly getting the victory. We're just going to have to see. Let's replay that accident in real time. Replay this. Cody Sill in the 37, chase driver involved in this accident, and Jonathan Wong spinning in front of him as Vargas just pushed it a little too close, and Jake Jefferson isn't going to be too happy after that one. Caught up in somebody else's accident. Tough break for Jefferson. He had a good one going for him there, and then number 16. Cameron Garlington as well with some damage, but he might be able to continue. We'll just have to see. But either way, it's a good day right now for Diego Yepez, a chase driver, 52 points behind Elijah Gordon, a win is a lot of points, and we'll have to see if Yepez, Samadio, or Grattan gets the win, because those 3 chase drivers are in the top 10 right now. Let's go ahead and get to the restart here in the Tractor Supply 500 at the Talladega Super Speedway. You're back here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Diego Yepez is the leader. Justin Knight. And we were mentioning, you know, how Luke Rainey, Blaine Keys, they were the last 2 guys in points at Watkins Glen. Well, now the last guy in points is Justin Knight, but here he is in second, looking to get the victory at Talladega. Nicholas Samadio, a good race for him, so it's not all lost for you, man. You got another one of your chase drivers running up front here in this one. Luke Rainey, our last winner, going for his 3rd straight top 5 after it took him 24 races to get his first top 10. That team has significantly turned it around. JoJo Carter, chase driver Stuart Grattan, William Brock, Aaron Walpole, and Nathan Stapleton, the top 10. Just past halfway here at Talladega, and a very good chance we could go caution-free until the end, especially if we hit some lap cars, and that split the field up, because the smaller the pack, the less likely it is they'll crash. So hopefully that'll be the case. We're just going to have to see. Diego Yepez to the line. Lap 21 underway here at Talladega.
All right. Go. Yep.
Luke Rainey up to 3rd. He's going to get around Nicholas Samadio. Samadio giving way to the 12. I think Samadio would just like to finish this race in the top 20 or so. I mean, for Samadio, he's 71 behind Elijah Gordon. It's going to take a lot for him to have a shot at the championship. But you know what? A victory here would definitely help that team out, and they would definitely close in on the number 5. Now, speaking of Elijah Gordon, he's a lot farther back in the field right now, and you see him where he's currently running outside the top 20. So, you know, you can work your way from the back to the front very quickly, but you can fall back from the front to the back very fast, even faster than can work your way from the back to the front. So you got to be careful not to get stuck in that outside lane. You see Diego Yepez 3 wide on the outside with absolutely 0 help, and he's now outside the top 10. Just like that. 1 lap ago, he was the leader. Now he's outside the top 10. That's Talladega for you. You got to stay on that inside lane. Here's Nathan Stapleton, Alex NRLOA, Isaac Nichols, the Indianapolis winner. They're all working their way on the inside, but Samadio holding on to the lead. Trying to keep that inside lane to work, and I'm sure that's what you want him to do.
Absolutely. He's doing such a great job right now. Let's see if he can pull it off the win, or Andrew can pull it off the win. But just have to see what happens. He's doing such a great job. Let's go, man.
Nicholas Samadio will lead 2 laps in a row, and that's a difficult thing to do here at Talladega. Let me tell you that. He's going to lose the lead here to Isaac Nichols. Still a lot of time left for Samadio to get back up front. Daniel McMillan, Stuart Grattan, Justin Heath, and like we said, you know, Michael Canto is our guy to the win here. You know, he's got a good chance at it right now on the inside lane. This number 15. We don't have too many chase drivers right now in the top 10. Well, actually we do, because we got 4 of them. But we only have half of the chase drivers in this lead pack is what I meant to say. Grattan, Samadio, Heath, Canto, and of course the points leader Elijah Gordon. So, you know, all those guys who are ahead of Gordon right now in the chase, who are up here in this race, I should say. You know, they're a little ways behind Elijah Gordon in the points coming into this thing, so they're not going to gain too much on the 5. They'll gain a little bit, but it's not going to be too much. So we'll have to see how those points shake out at the end of the day. I'm looking forward to seeing who has it. It's going to be interesting. And after today, only 4 races remain in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series chase for season number 7. Stuart Grattan out front in the 25. Here comes John Art. He's not going to get to the inside of Justin Heath right there. And Yepez fell back outside the top 10 not too long ago. Got back to the inside, and now he is in the 5th position. Just like that. You just don't know who's going to get this win until they cross the start-finish line. Here comes Justin Heath to the inside of Stuart Grattan, but Grattan's going to get 2 in a row in the 25. And 3 wide. All 3 chase drivers. The top 4 right now are all chase drivers. But just for that split second as Luke Rainey moves his way into the top 5. Michael Canto is now the leader. Here comes Yepez back to the inside. And Elijah Gordon's on that inside lane as well. You got to watch out for him possibly getting the victory here today.
Yeah, they're doing a great job right now. You look at 32 going up there. There's Luke Rainey. He's on a hot streak. But they're keeping it together. That's all we want right now.
Yep. And hopefully they will keep it together. They're 3 wide throughout most of this pack, but we only got about 20 cars in this pack, so it is a smaller pack. The concern I'm going to have is if we run in the lap traffic with them going 3 wide. There's Juan Garcia and John Stewart, and I think before the race is over that they will catch up to him. And look at this, Luke Rainey and Blaine Keys, the 2 guys who were going at it at Watkins Glen. Rainey stole it away from the 64. I'm telling you, that 64 does not want to see the rear end of the 12 anymore. He wants to be ahead of it, and he wants to get his first win since Nashville in Season 6. But he's got Elijah Gordon behind him, trying to go 2 in a row for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Championship. Nobody has ever done that before in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. 2 drivers have won back-to-back championships in other series. Matt Dalio in the Hers Elimination Series, Martin Kielemaster Quickazan in the Indy Lights Series. But both of those series are much smaller than this one. Elijah Gordon trying to win back-to-back Chick-fil-A Cup Series championships. And let me tell you, the past couple of races, he has raced like a champion. Up front, he got 3rd at Watkins Glen, got a top 10 at Chicagoland, and he got the lead right there. But Aaron Walpole wants to get his first win of the season. And I was talking about him earlier. He almost got the win at Watkins Glen. Had to come down for fuel near the end. More 4 wide. They got the room to make it, though. They got the room to figure this whole thing out. And Luke Rainey just has to check it up just a little bit. That's Blaine Keys and Nathan Stapleton. They're still not out of it yet. They're coming close. They got the room. Let me tell you that. And I think they're going to get it. How about that out of those drivers? Avoiding a major accident right there. And that's the thing. When you got this smaller pack, they can get out of that 4-wide situation a lot easier. And that's what we saw right there. Michael Canto might have a problem.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. You got to be kidding me. Canto again with an issue. He was doing so good at Watkins Glen. He was doing really good at Bristol. Wrecked in both of those races. A chance at victory here at Talladega. And a problem under the hood for the number 15 of Michael Canto. This season is going from bad to worse for that team. Not at all what they needed. And that pretty much seals it for Canto. He's just not going to win this championship the way things are currently running. Such a heartbreaker for the number 15 team. And they have caught up to these lap cars of Juan Garcia and John Stewart. Double wide lap traffic. Friesen Motorsports 1-2 with Ace Garcia and Alexander Rowe. They got to be careful not to go 4 wide with these lap cars, because if they do, that's going to cause another accident. And look at this, all these guys stuck behind Garcia and Stewart in the outside lane, actually working because of it. Matt Dallion around, Nicholas Samadillo, and he's not going to save it. Daniel McMillan got into him. And our third yellow of the day, Samadillo going around as they were trying to get around lap traffic, and he got that thing stalled, as you can see, between the banking and the apron. And Brad Stover just took himself out. He hit the 24. The yellow is back out. Ace Garcia won the race back to the line. Just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, it did. But look at Friesen Motorsports. I know your team hasn't been doing too good today, but how about Friesen? They're 1-2 right now with Garcia and Alexander Rowe.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. Cart Friesen does a great job running his team. Ace Garcia, he's got a couple wins. They've been doing a great job. Let's see if they can pull off another win today. But
yeah, I know Alexander Rowe would like to get a win there, and then number 68. He almost got it at Watkins Glen. And I was hoping they'd be able to make it to the end, and they couldn't. Another wreck here at Talladega. Elijah Gordon is the highest chase driver in the field. You just can't get him out of that position. Now, can you? He's been the highest chase driver. Well, he was the highest chase driver at Watkins Glen and one of the highest chase drivers at Chicagoland. Of course, chase driver Cody Sill won that race. Yepes is 7th. Nichols, the 47 of Richard Kinghorn and Matt Dalio round out the top 10. All these guys are still behind John Stewart. And Stewart was slow and basically the cause of that accident. So let's go ahead and see what happened to Nicholas Samadillo. It's just not a good day for Zidell Motorsports. I'm sorry, man. This is the worst time for you to come on.
My commentary's not that great either. It kind of is, but you know what? I still have Andrew Miller. He could still pull it off.
You're right. he's up there. He's 20th. He might have a shot getting his first career Napa fan win. He's never won before on Napa fan, so we'll have to see if that happens. But let's see what happened to Nicholas Amadeo to bring out the third caution of the race here in the Tractor Supply 500. And you see right here, Nathan Stapleton in the middle of a sticky situation right there with William Brock, and Sam Medea, the one who goes around. And these guys have done a great job avoiding these wrecks today. I mean, we haven't had a huge accident yet in this race. The biggest one was 5 cars. But McMillan in the 75, nowhere to go as Sam Medea sideways on the racetrack, and that effectively ends the 24's day. You see all these guys scrambling all over the place. Justin Heath in the grass. He was on the grass in the last accident as well. But Sam Medea got his car stuck on the transition there from the apron to the banking, and he was stalled on the racetrack as Brad Stover came through in the number 99 to run right into him, and Stover's going to get knocked out here. Stover was second in the points behind Elijah Gordon, only 15 behind. It's going to be a lot more at the end of the day for Stover. The regular season champion has had a tough chase so far here in season number 7.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, you talk about him being the most dominant guy. He was like, 70 points ahead of everyone coming into the chase, and now he's just been struggling. It's what the chase can do, but, still more fair than last year's system. But,
yeah.
Man, it's hard.
Just ask this guy, Trey Bartow. He likes the system better. Let me tell you that. But either way, that's what happened to Nicholas Amadeo. No need to go through it again. We get the picture, and I don't think Justin... I don't want to put too much torture on Justin here. He's seen enough of his car's wrecked today, so we're just going to let it slide. And tough break for Nicholas Amadeo. Is going to be out after that one. And Kanta with an issue. So that leaves Yepes, Justin Heath, Elijah Gordon, and Stuart Grattan. They're the only 4 guys still out there with a shot at victory here of the guys who are in the chase. So will one of those get the win? Or will it be Ace Garcia becoming the first 3-time winner this season? Let's find out here in just a few laps from Talladega. Well, we are back here at the Talladega Super Speedway, and unlike the race we had in April, I think this one will end under green, which is very deserving of a place like this. It's Ace Garcia and Alexander Rowe, Friesen Motorsport teammates, 1-2 right now. Great day for that team right there. It's actually going to be their only season in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Not sure what's going to be of the team in season number 8. I'd assume one of the drivers will buy the team and create it their own little thing, but they've had their own little thing going on this season. Ace Garcia 2 wins, and Alexander Rowe, they brought on a 3-time winner from last season. He's yet to get a win this season, but he's got an opportunity right here. We'll have to see what he does. JoJo Carter trying for his first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series win. Aaron Walpole, like I said, he's been close so many times this season. He'd like to get a victory. Justin Knight, highest chase driver, and points leader Elijah Gordon, Diego Yepes, Isaac Nichols, Richard Kinghart, and Matt Dallio. But Dallio's stuck behind John Stewart, and that 04 is a slow car, so it might be one of the top 9 getting the victory here today. We're going to have to see. Ace Garcia come to the line, 5 laps to go in the Tractor Supply 500. JoJo Carter to the inside of Alexander Rowe. That is for second. But I just don't think you're going to be able to hold on 5 straight laps here at Talladega. Most I've seen, I think, is 3. I think. I can't quite remember. That was an Air Electric Pro Series race when Cole Baker won. It might have been 4 laps. I'm not 100% sure. I will say this. Stuart Grattan has gotten around John Stewart, but everybody stuck behind the 04 right now. They're not going to get the win. That includes Brock Sinor. He's got a long losing streak. Miller, unfortunately, but he's still going to get a top 20, I think. John Arndt back in there. All those guys are just going to be too far behind, but everyone from Alonso on up with a shot at victory here today. Aaron Walpole at the line with 4 laps to go at Talladega.
Yeah, Aaron Walpole's doing a great job. You see Elijah Gordon, he's up there as well. He's been on a hot streak. He might be able to pull away with this championship if he keeps continuing this up.
Ooh, a little edgy move there by JoJo Carter. Almost got in the Richard Kinghart. Richard Kinghart's going for his 3rd win of the season, and a problem with JoJo Carter. Oh my goodness, just like that, he slowed down tremendously. He will get to the apron safely without an accident ensuing. Do not ask me how that happened. These guys got to be careful. They're going to have to check it up as they close in here. Whoa, they're splitting those guys.
Oh, this is going to be a wreck.
It's probably going to clear up here because Rainey's going so slow they keep out of a 4-wide situation. Well, now only a few guys left in contention, and one of them is Elijah Gordon. And I think even Gretton's too far behind, so how about Elijah Gordon? He's just going to extend his points lead at the end of the day. He is the guy to win this championship now in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. However, still 4 races left. It's not over yet. But Elijah Gordon might not only get the championship, he might get this win here today at Talladega. Running second right now with Aaron Walpole, Isaac Nichols, Richard Kinghart is out of gas, I think. He's coming down the pit lane. Will these guys run out of gas? Walpole ran out of gas last week at Watkins Glen. I'm sure he doesn't want that to happen to him again. And JoJo Carter's coming back onto the racetrack with 2 laps to go. Walpole's been able to stay out front. It's Nichols in second. Gordon, Justin Knight, Matt Dalio, and Nathan Stapleton trying to close in on these guys, but they might be too far behind. I just don't know. How about Aaron Walpole? He's been able to hold on for quite a while here.
Yeah, I think Aaron Walpole could possibly pull off the win, but unless we see Isaac Nichols or Elijah Gordon make a move, but I think this might be Aaron Walpole's race.
We're just going to have to see. Will Nichols go to the inside? Nichols has won at Talladega before as well, so he knows how to get it done. And don't count out Matt Dalio or Nathan Stapleton. I think they're going to close into the end of this pack before the race is over. White flag for Aaron Walpole in the number 34. Since Season 3 in the second Texas race, over 4 seasons for Aaron Walpole. It has been a long career for him. And he'd love to get a victory here today, but he's going to get passed on the final lap by Elijah Gordon in the number 5. Justin Knight in the 35 trying to hang back and get a run, but I think he's too far behind. Walpole could not hold him off. And Elijah Gordon, the points leader in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, will extend his points lead, his second career Chick-fil-A Cup Series win at Talladega here today in the Tractor Supply 500. And he got his first career Chick-fil-A Cup Series win here at Talladega back in Season 4. And this race right here might just be his last Chick-fil-A Cup Series victory because he is retiring at the end of the season. And he gets it done for the first time in Season 7 in the Tractor Supply 500. I believe that's his 5th career Chick-fil-A Cup Series victory and his 2nd at the Talladega Super Speedway. Walpole could not hold him off. And Elijah Gordon, man, he's the guy to beat at this point. Who can dethrone Elijah Gordon? That is the question now. He's unstoppable. And he's a legend, no question about it. Elijah Gordon, the winner at Talladega. Well, how about that race right there, man? Give us your thoughts on that one.
I mean, it was crazy. He had some wrecks, and it came down to fuel. Only a few cars. At the end of the day, the man that beat Elijah Gordon gets the win. I mean, knowing that he's retiring, it would be so amazing for him to pull off a championship back-to-back.
I mean, he won't be the first driver to win a championship in his retirement season. If you guys remember, Tyler Selzman in Season 5 did the same exact thing. But Elijah Gordon, this is going to be a little bit more special because not only will he be winning the championship in his retirement season, if he gets it, so a long ways to go, but he would have gotten back-to-back championships as well, in 2 different systems, too.
Yeah.
Just amazing for Elijah Gordon, what he's been able to do in his career, especially late in his career. He is truly going out on top, no question about it, and we'll just have to see what happens in these next 4 races. It's Kansas, Rockingham, UK, Phoenix, and Homestead. They're all kind of similar to each other in a way. 3 mile-and-a-halfs and the mile oval at Phoenix, so we'll just have to see what Elijah Gordon can do in these next few races. And for a Talladega race, that's not too bad with guys getting knocked out. However, Brad Stover, Nicholas Samidio, and Roger Ray, the chase drivers, getting knocked out. Michael Canto had the problem earlier, and John Stewart finished a lap down. It was not a good day for pretty much any chase driver except Elijah Gordon. But this is the way it goes, the way the table turns, and unfortunately for those guys, it's not going to be a good day for the chase points. As for other chase drivers, Diego Yepes with a solid 10th, Stuart Gretton with a solid 9th. They're still going to be close to Elijah Gordon here, but I'm telling you, Elijah Gordon's going to have a significant points lead at the end of the day. I just don't know if anybody's going to be able to catch him in these next 4 races. What do you think? Do you think Elijah Gordon's going to run away with this championship?
He possibly could. If he gets that momentum, keeps it up, keeps the momentum going, he's possibly going to pull away and no one's going to catch him. He wins the championship. It's been unstoppable lately.
He definitely has. A third of Watkins Glen. This, I think, is his third straight top 10 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Maybe top 5. I can't remember where he finished in Chicagoland, but it's Elijah Gordon's season right now, and he might very well win this championship. We're just going to have to see. Head to Kansas next weekend on Labor Day weekend. I know I've been saying this. I said this last weekend that the IndyCar finale was going to be Labor Day weekend. It's actually going to be the weekend after that, so 2 weeks from now. Of course, the championship's already decided over there for IndyCar, but Indy Lights is going to be good, so that's 2 weeks from now. But either way, we still have a championship to decide here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And even though it's looking a lot like Elijah Gordon's going to get it, we're still far from over. 4 races left, and Elijah Gordon could finish last in the next 4 races. You never know what's going to happen. That's why we race. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you, Justin, for joining me. Great to have you on board, even though it was not the best of day for your team. But still, great race here at Talladega. And we'll have to see how the championship unfolds in the next 4 races. Congratulations to Elijah Gordon on his 5th career Chick-fil-A Cup Series victory, and quite possibly his final career Chick-fil-A Cup Series win. Like I said, his first one came at Talladega in Season 4. His last one comes here as well, but not quite yet. So that's 4 more races in his career. He might get another win before the season is over, so we'll just have to see. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Here are the point standings for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season number 7 after 6 chase races. And on behalf of Justin Zidell, I will see you guys later.
Elastic sweatband. Drums.
Hey, where's the party at?
All my people blowing up my phone. I dominate this party. I nominate myself as chaperone. You're not alone. Got the biggest work ethic and the highest street credit on the road. On the road. And everybody knows. Yeah, they know. Ooh, sweat into gold. Do you wanna sweat into gold? Sweat into gold. Sweat into gold. Get your sweating on and dance. Your sweat, on your sweat dance. Get your sweating on and dance. Your sweat, you're out of breath. Elastic sweatband. Hollywood on the 1. Hollywood on the 2. Gimme new.